Welcome to EDU World Space.
Welcome to a new problem. This time we have a roller skate. So we have a guy on a roller skate, and we're given that for for them to break a bone from experiment, they have to experience what we call a force density, average force, that happens to be 1.03 times 10 to the 8 Newton per meter squared. Okay, so this one, this is what we're calling the force density. Okay, force density. That's what they have to experience to break a bone. So they're moving towards a pole. So we're given that they're moving towards a pole with an initial velocity. We don't know what the initial velocity is. That's what we want to find out. So we want to find v initial, given that v final equals to 0 meters per second squared. We're also given that the time that they're going to have contact with the pole happens to be 10.0 meters per second, which you can change to milliseconds. Sorry, the time is 10 milliseconds, which we're going to change to seconds by dividing by 1,000. Okay, so this becomes 10 times 10 to the negative 3 seconds, or you could say 1 times 10 to the negative 2 seconds. That's how much time they're having contact. And then when they hit, remember they're skating like that. When they hit the pole, the area, well, given that the area of contact happens to be 1.5 centimeters squared, and we can always change that to a meter squared by multiplying by 10 to the fourth, reciprocal of 10 to the fourth centimeter squared. So this is the same as 1.5 times 10 to the negative 4 meters squared. So that's the information we're given, and we want to find the velocity, the maximum speed, okay, or the maximum velocity speed uh, with which speed with which they'll hit the wall without breaking a bone. Okay, so that's what's going on in this problem. When we go to the next page, the first thing we want to do is to compute the impulse. Okay, we want to get the impulse. So the impulse is, F average times delta t. The reason why we need the impulse, because the impulse is also the same as the change in momentum, which is mv final minus mv initial. And you can see, if you get the change in momentum, you're likely to get the initial velocity that you're looking for. We do have the impulse, the formula for the impulse, but we're given the force density, the average force, um, is equivalent to, we want to clarify something. We wanted to find the average force, but the force density is this one. So we're going to call it P. Remember, force density is like pressure, so we'll just call it P, and it will help us determine the this average force right here. So to get the average force, remember, you take the force density times the area, okay, area of contact times delta t. So that's what you do, and that's going to give you the impulse. This is the force density. A is the area of contact, and then this is the time it takes, time for contact. So P times A times delta T equals to mv final minus v initial. And so we do some algebra there. Delta t over m equals to v final minus v initial. Remember, v final is 0 meters per second. And so v initial has to be the force density times the area. It's going to be negative because this minus goes to this side, times delta t over m. And so this is negative. This becomes negative. The force density is 1.03 times 10 to the 8 Newton per meter squared. By the way, the force density looks like pressure, if you can recall. Even the units are the same, times 10, and this is the area, 1.5 times 10 to the negative 4 meters squared. And then we also have the time, which is 1 times 10 to the negative 2 seconds. All that has to be divided by the mass of the roller the guy is skating, which is 70 kilograms. And so if you simplify that problem, you get negative 2.21 meters per second. So that's the velocity needed. It's pointing in that direction in the left, because once the guy hits the the guy is going to bump into the pole. So this is the velocity. Hope you enjoyed the problem. Feel free to send any questions my way, and make sure you have a wonderful day. Okay, thanks. Bye.